Good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 10th. And we begin our meditation this morning with the words from Mark 8:34 through 36. Jesus said, "If any want to become my followers, let them deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. For those who want to save their life will lose it. And those who lose their life for my sake and for the sake of the gospel will save it. For what will it profit them to gain the whole world and forfeit their life?" Some words to ponder this morning. It's easy enough to claim belief in God, but the question that must always be put to such claims is simply, which God? What is your image of this God in whom you claim belief? What kind of company does your God keep? What does your God ask of you, if anything? These words were written by Douglas John Hall in The Cross in Our Context, and they truly are words to ponder on this Wednesday as we continue to move through the season of Lent. As I said last Sunday in the sermon, Lent comes to an end or accumulates at the foot of the cross on Good Friday. But that's really not the end of it. In some ways, it's almost the beginning, because the cross is a symbol in our lives. It's a symbol of who we are and what it means to all of us. One of the things I read many, many years ago now is from the theologian Paul Tillich, who said that signs and symbols point beyond themselves to something else. And when I look at the cross, I see where that points and directs me. As I've often also shared with you, that in the Lutheran tradition, there is no body on the cross. We don't dwell on Jesus' death and the suffering that we went through. We look at the cross as a sign and symbol that points far beyond itself to something else. And so another thing to ponder during this Lenten season is, what does the cross point to for you in your life? What does that symbol point to? How do you live out the cross in your life? It's easy during Lent to deny ourselves things, to give things up. But the hardest part, I think, about what Lent asks us to do is to put the needs of others ahead of ourselves, of our own self-interest and success. Crosses are signs of what we are called to do, however difficult or improbable, as Jesus leads the way. Many people have found peace, honor, and purpose in denying themselves, taking up the cross and following Jesus. Don't misunderstand what it means to deny yourself. It's not about denying yourself from a cookie or some chocolate. It truly is denying what we are sometimes feeling that we want to do, instead of following the way of the cross, taking a different path, in other words. Many people, though, do find peace and honor in taking up the cross and following Jesus. This doesn't conform to the logic of this world, but Christ's redeeming love gives us new life, strength, and wisdom that the world cannot give us. Please pray with me this morning. Dear Jesus, encourage and sustain us as we take up the cross and follow you. Give us faith to go where you lead us, trusting that even amid suffering and death, you are the giver of life, joy, and peace. Amen.